Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment Company, and what we have for sale here is a Komatsu D39E bulldozer. The serial number of this machine, if you can move in closer, Tank. This is a long serial number. I'm going to give you the whole thing, but it actually starts with 9 here. It's a 4. What it says on the serial number plate is 4750039 Paul 0. Here's where the serial number starts, 9589, and I'm going to leave that last digit blank. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second. We'll run it in the third. Price on a new machine like this these days is probably, I don't know, they're probably $140,000. I hadn't priced them in a while. The hours on this machine, the service meter shows 3,035 hours. As far as manufacturers go, Komatsu is number 2 behind Cat in the world of construction, heavy construction, mining equipment. They build solid, reputable, reliable products that have excellent resale value and stand the test of time. The weight of this particular dozer is 15,700 pounds. The widest point is actually that blade up there at 8 foot 10 inches. And it doesn't matter if it's pitch, if it's a 6-way blade, but it doesn't matter if it's all the way angled. It just doesn't reduce the width any. The widest point, the highest point is the top of that cab at 6.5 feet. The transportation length for this tractor from the end of that cab to the front of this cutting edge is 11 feet. Comparable machines are maybe like a D4 Cat, maybe a 450 John Deere, maybe a 550 Case. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like most of the machines we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. It's got no rust. It has no rust, excuse me. You'll see surface rust where the where the paint's been flicked off or whatever, but it in no way, shape, or form is pervasive. We're 300 miles from the ocean. We're far enough south that the only salt we see is the salt on our kitchen tables. Just about every machine we purchase comes from one of about 30 different large contractors and municipalities here in the Metroplex that we deal with. This particular machine had a conscientious maintenance manager that had an excellent maintenance program that rivals some of the best I've seen. We bought a lot of machines from these guys, and they've actually bought machines from us, and we're happy with all the machines we bought from them. It should be said that before I purchase any machine, I have a couple of my mechanics go out and thoroughly inspect the machine. And if the money's right, then I go out and I give it one last go around before I write a check. I don't buy any tractor without looking at it personally. Does this one have a keyed battery disconnect?
I don't believe so.
Okay. There's not very many options on this machine. It's just pretty much a plain Jane run-of-the-mill dozer. I will say that a regular D39E has got 18-inch pads. This tractor here has got 20-inch pads. So it's got a little bit wider of a pad, which is good. I mean, it gives you better stability. It's not considered a low ground pressure machine at all, but it's just a little bit wider than standard, which is nice. You can't really see the engine. I mean, we'd have to take this whole thing off. But this machine has got a Komatsu S4D102 engine. That's a common engine for Komatsu products. It's a 90 horsepower, net 90 horsepower, or a 95 gross horsepower engine. This has got a 35-gallon tank, which will run you 12 to 16 hours depending on your application. All the fluid levels on this dozer are where they should be. This machine is mechanically sound. There's no leaks on it. It's got a 3-speed transmission, 3 forward, 3 reverse. Top speed is 5.9 miles an hour in forward and 7 miles in reverse. The undercarriage, if you can get under there, Tank. The undercarriage is about 75%. There's no leaks on the final drives. Final drives have got plenty of power. This machine will counter rotate pretty easily. Things wrong with this dozer. I don't know, other than it's not the prettiest tractor in the world. There's nothing mechanically wrong with it. Those lights work okay, Tank?
I believe so.
Yeah, everything on it works. It's just not pretty. The hydraulics are strong, which is a good thing, because when you take it in the brush, you don't have to worry about scratching up your pretty new tractor. The hydraulics on this unit are strong. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. All of the pins and the bushings are relatively tight. There's very little, there's almost no deflection back in that trunnion joint for the dozer blades. You can see this cutting edge here is probably these end bits can be flipped around, so I'd rate it probably about 75%. Like I say, those pads right there are 20 inches wide. That's an option that the purchaser had when they bought this tractor. It cost them more money. The track on the ground is 7.5 feet. I don't know what the PSI rating is, but again, this is not a low ground pressure machine. The dozer width, again, is 8 foot 10 inches. The height is 3 foot 1. And I think that this dozer is, I don't think you can get it much less than 8 foot 10, but anyway, what's next? What else, Tank?
Let's run it.
Okay, we're gonna run it. All right, Tank just pointed out, maybe I should explain this. This is actually a 6-way blade. So it goes up, down, side to side, and tilts. So it's a 6-way blade. That probably should be mentioned. Tank, thank you very much.
All right, now let's run it.
Okay.